Hey everyone, welcome to our kind of final video of 2015, or the first video of 2016, depending on when I'm posting it here. Finally got snow. First time, but it's got a kind of a little late for the snow. I really want this to be like this in Christmas. I mean, this has been 2 months. It's been 2 years in a row that we had a mild winter. But yeah, I got a couple new games before yet. And there's a helicopter. I think it's signaling to the traffic or whatever it is. Whatever it is here, but all right. So in the news today, I hear that EA is refusing to add. So the future DLC is just going to be episodes 4, 5, and 6. So it's just gone from bad to worse when about EA's policy regarding DLC. Okay, so the $50 DLC, sorry, you're not going to get anything from the prequel trilogy or the sequel trilogy. So, Electronic Arts, why in the world that, you just want to, you're just not putting any value here. So you can only, in other words, you already got the Millennium Falcon, which is probably a bonus ship here. You've already charging $10 for a microtransaction like this. And the Seasons Pass Day 1 DLC on like this. The only good thing about the thing is it has no online pass, which I'm sure that EA may do. They probably just reintroduced the online pass here, and they're just crying foul the used game market. I mean, EA is just one of these companies where, they're never going to withdraw from evil. They're going to continue on the microtransactions, day 1 DLCs, and they're just giving you a gimped down game. And it's $60. Alright, 8 maps for 4 worlds, $60. But I have to say Nintendo's guilty of this. And, but yeah, you're charging $50 for a game that it has just one stadium. And one stadium, 12 playable characters, 4 hidden. And one stadium and just a few modes. Okay, so tell me how that's a $50 value. I don't think it is. It's the $10 value that I think that should have been like on the Nintendo eShop for. I think there's something they should get in the Nintendo eShop for $10 or $20 for that amount of content. So I have to say that Nintendo's now being guilty of overvaluing content on the game. So hey, how about if I just create? Hey, we have the super duperly small pea-sized scoop of ice cream, but you have to pay $75 for it. Would you pay $75 for an eye candy of an ice cream like that? I wouldn't. It's basically it is. Nintendo's going down to selling $60 eye candy. $50, $60 eye candy. That's basically what it is. It's just eye candy for the cuteness. But look, the cuteness, it's just, it doesn't, excuse the price point of $50. It's, it's just, companies these days, they really need to stop. If you're overvaluing it, people are going to feel ripped off about it, and they're just gonna say, screw this. I ain't gonna sell these overpriced games like this. What I'm gonna do here, but anyway, 2015 is coming to a close. What was a sketchy review of 2015? we actually started off with snow blitz. We got like 100 inches of snow and back in February, March. Yeah, I made tons of videos about that one. I mean, I was walking on the trails and was up to my waist or chest deep in the snow. And a lot of the trails were impassable. E3 was, Ubisoft has really had a terrible E3 this year. I mean, yeah, it's a new South Park game, but otherwise, it was I think this E3 was okay, but I think Bethesda was the winner of this E3. I only had a couple of things of Gamescom. And then, yeah, the fall, and then, October, and then, yeah, and then, it was a really warm fall. I mean, it was like just 60s, 70s all the way up until December, and all the way up until finally getting a snowstorm. So yeah, it was a got a little interesting year. It has some high points. Yeah, we got Mario Maker this year, but we got some low points as well because EA is just continuously. They've just been getting worse ever since. I mean, worse and worse. The more I hear about EA. So yeah. I think the other thing that would happen this year was EA shutting down Maxis. I can't really stand EA anymore. So what what am I looking forward towards next year? I would love to see companies stop being greedy effers and start showing us the value of why there's a value of the $60. I mean, either that or just drop the price, because many more people on YouTube. There's been a lot of rants on YouTube about Star Wars Battlefront, how the game is screwed up, how they stripped down the games, and a lot of these people had the previous Star Wars Battlefront too, and I have to say, well, yeah, I have to say, just buy the original Star Wars Battlefront, because they're actually on goodoldgames.com right now. DRM free, and I heard they're they're just probably much better games. Until EA actually shapens up, and how the world that like 4 new worlds, how the world's like 3 or 4 worlds like that is worth another $50. I mean, 1 or 2 maps. You tell me, EA, because if 7 or 8 maps and just online mode, no single player, is worth $60 to me. Electronic Arts is, I mean, seriously, they've gone worse since I've boycotted their stuff. The worst I've realized, yeah, now they're watering down to extensively Star Wars. Ever since I got it, I hated the company for just purchasing the Star Wars license. I really do wish that, Bethesda or like that. I mean, Star Wars should have gone towards Bethesda or Activision or like Blizzard or whatever it is. I mean, but how dare EA just secure the exclusive right to produce Star Wars games and then just rip people off in that game. Seriously, I mean, God. So here's a resolution of you, EA. How about you selling the Star Wars franchise and then letting multiple other companies make it? How about you stop the exclusivity of Madden games? I mean, and this is one of the points here. I have to say that EA, they need to sell at least half their IPs, particularly Star Wars and Madden. I mean, they need to sell them. They need to end their exclusivity so that like other companies like 2K or other stuff here, or even Sony can make them stuff. Remember NFL Game Day from Sony? NFL Quarterback Club? There could be no more NFL Quarterback Club because the claim's no longer existing. NFL Game Day. How about NFL Blitz? I would love to see these back. I would love to see these games go back into play again. I mean, yeah. So NFL. So they need it in their NFL exclusivity. They need it certainly in DRM. And here's what you should do for Origin: either shut it down, or just make the games DRM free. Because DRM isn't stopping piracy. Because remember, like Spore and they actually cracking it here. Because yeah, you put DRM, people are gonna crack it. I mean, it's just not gonna work anymore. So the losers there are the users. So yeah, the people who legitimately bought Star Wars Battlefront on PC, which I feel sorry for those people, like this. Battlefront for the PC, I feel sorry for for being locked out of the game for, installing 5 pieces of hardware on their machine. I don't know who greenlit this. I don't know when the company greenlit this, but this is after that EA has said that DRM is a dead-end strategy. Really? And you go back there and put DRM on Star Wars Battlefront. Great job, EA. Great job for, being a hypocrite on DRM. So, yeah. They need to kill DRM. They need to end these online passes. And pardon me if there's any wind that's making these static noises here, but it's just what it is these days. So yeah. So I would love companies to DRM to end. I would love for companies to start, trimming down on their IPs, and if they have too many of them here, look, use the IP and use it right, or just don't use it at all, or I wouldn't say don't use it, but either use it right for their IPs or give up the rights to another company. So that's what we have to do. So I would love to see more diversive games. I would like to see more immersive games, and so I would love to, and I would like to see introduce more platformers. This game is here. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. This here. Happy New Year's to everybody. And yep, I'm in 3 states right now. I'm in Connecticut because, well, I'm on this side here. Now I'm in Rhode Island right now. And now I'm in Massachusetts. So yeah, this is the marker. Yep, this is the marker, and where the 3 states meet. And by the way, Connecticut is actually runs on that line. Yeah, it appears to be on that line. It says like a horizontal, but that's not the case. But it actually runs that line. From the corner of that over there is Rhode Island, and from the corner line from that over there is Massachusetts. So Happy New Year! I hope these companies start treating us well, and hopefully 2016 will be finally a year that companies would start acting like more mature and start get in the games, just like we had back in 15, 20 years ago. JD out.